What's going on all? Thanks for tuning in once again. Let's talk about Bivol versus Beterbiev part 2. I'm going to drop a couple of videos on this one. This fight is happening, I believe, 12th of October, just around the corner. I want to talk about the Bivol play. It is mixed feelings towards this fight. People can see it going both ways. From what I've seen, most of the boxing public are choosing Beterbiev to win, but I'm just going to talk about the possibilities of Bivol winning. I know that I did say Beterbiev would win. One of the main reasons is just the destructive power that Beterbiev brings, the accuracy, and also Bivol's been rocked before. We've seen him in trouble a couple of times. That's one of the things that I'm looking at here, when I'm making my prediction. But you can't take away the ability of Bivol, one of the best boxers today, for sure, in terms of defense, sticking to the game plan. He's very coordinated with what he does. He doesn't really take too many risks. He backs himself with the science of boxing. If he had an iron chin, where I haven't seen him in trouble, I would definitely choose him to win. I think he's a better boxer. It's just that Beterbiev is different. He's a different breed, you could say. He's one of those rare guys that punch really hard, and it's really accurate, and he can also box. He can, last a 12-round fight. Well, he's got a 100% knockout ratio. You really see that, but he can take guys into the championship rounds. You don't really see him gassing up. You always see him picking up the pace. You always see him, stepping up to the plate even when he gets dropped. So the way that Bivol can win this fight is just simply by following the method that Usyk did, which was, instead of just sticking to, the game plan, he's got to mix it up a bit. He really needs to change angles a lot. You can't just throw, like I say, let his hands go. You can't just do that. He's got to just throw in threes, jab, cross, and most importantly, he needs to gain Beterbiev's respect. He has to throw, I'm thinking a right-hand lead, because Beterbiev's a guy, when he steps forward with the jab, when he's coming inside the pocket, right-hand lead, changing the angles, get Beterbiev's respect early. You don't want to be looking like Smith, after 3 rounds. It looks like you're in the 9th round, beaten up, That's all it takes for Beterbiev, for him to land a couple of big shots. Once he rocks you, especially early in the fight or early in the round, he goes for it. He's like a predator. He goes for it. He doesn't hold back. He knows what he's capable of. He can see the body language. That's what I'm saying. Bivol needs a poker face in this fight. If he's hurt, he needs to do what Ali done. Is that all you've got? What he done to Foreman, saying, is that all you got? You got a long way to go. Try to play mind games with this guy. Although I think it won't work, he just has to make Beterbiev believe that he's able to take the punches, because he will get hit eventually. This isn't Wilder trying to shoot one punch. This is a guy that can throw at all angles, and it's hooks as well, which is harder. Those hooks, you don't see them coming. Beterbiev, he likes to throw behind the guard. So I would suggest that Bivol actually boxes, moves well, and instead of the double high guard, I believe that he should just have the single high guard, so that he can move around, stay away from Beterbiev. If he can't see those hooks coming, I believe it was Smith that said that, Beterbiev hit him behind the ear or something like that, and he didn't see it coming. And that's the sort of shots that Beterbiev brings, those hooks, those shots you don't see coming. He likes to punch around the guard. So I would suggest that Bivol boxes, sticks to this game plan, coordinated, but also mixes it up a bit, and the way to do this is by just changing angles constantly. Constantly changing angles, constantly circling left to right. He can't afford to be readable, because Beterbiev, he will catch him. So that's the Bivol part of the play. For Bivol to beat this guy, he needs to show that he can take a punch, get his respect, throw in 3-punch combinations, at most, stay away from the guy and just outbox him for the 12 rounds. If you can, drop him. I think the key for him is the right-hand lead, because Beterbiev's going to expect the jab. The jab followed up, with the combination. So I think the right-hand lead, may throw him off a bit. That's my take anyway. Leave yours. Again, I will be dropping more videos on this. Look forward to the comments, and I'll catch you next time.